It's Alex in her natural habitat. I joined the War and Peace read along for the months of June and July. I got suckered into doing it by Meonicorn over at the Bookish Land, I think. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. I'm filming on my camera, so I can't. I'm filming on my phone, so my computer is way over there, so I can't check. But, yeah, so I'm doing that. I'll link the Goodreads group for that down in the description somewhere. But basically, they're just reading 6 chapters of War and Peace every day for the months of June and July. And I will probably not keep on pace with that just because I tend to be more of a binge reader than a read it slowly and consistently. But I am joining in. I actually wasn't planning on starting this book until this weekend, but I'm the idiot who left the book I was currently reading at my friend's place last night. So now I don't have an excuse not to read it, which is why I'm vlogging this experience. Hey puppy. I'm going to vlog me reading War and Peace so I can procrastinate on reading War and Peace much longer. Also, I got like 3 hours of sleep last night, so that is clearly the time to start this ridiculous monstrosity of a book. It is a little bit intimidating, and I kind of don't want to start it, really. Save me. In all seriousness, I'm really enjoying War and Peace. Like, it's a really engrossing cultural study, kind of. And if it was really that awful, I wouldn't be reading it. I wouldn't be rereading it. Like, I am remembering all the things that I really enjoyed about it when I was in high school and tried to read it the first time. But I'm also remembering why I never succeeded in reading it. But it's so hard to read. Like, I've taken to reading it out loud, which is absolutely killing my throat, just because that's the easiest way for me to focus, and I never read anything out loud. But doing that really does help me focus and, like, retain the information that I'm reading, which is so important, because I read the 6 requisite chapters for the day, and I'll probably read more tonight. Just because I can't start a new book with Alias Grace already in the middle of, since that's also an incredibly difficult read. I can't add a 3rd book to War and Peace and Alias Grace. I also wanted to give a little shout out to Michael's post the other day, Michael's video the other day, about his favorite quotations. Because I really love that video and I love the quotations, and you guys should check out his channel. I'll link it down in the description, as I link everything. But because of that, I wanted to show you what I used as bookmarks. I use these little cards. I have a box of about 30 some of them that have a little illustration on them, and on the back they have a quote. And this one says, "Be patient toward all that is unsolved in your heart and dreams. Try to love the questions themselves." And Rainer Maria Rilke said it. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I've never heard of her, but I really like that quote. And I use these for all my bookmarks, but this is just the one I'm using for War and Peace at the moment. But I will update y'all tomorrow on my progress and how this wreck of a book is coming. I really am enjoying it. Like, I joke because it's such a difficult read, and it takes so much concentration and focus not to fall behind, but it's really enjoyable and engrossing. So it is like 4 in the morning on, I was gonna say Friday night, but I guess Saturday morning now. I've only read like 2 chapters of War and Peace today, which is bad for day 2. I'm already like several chapters behind. I was gonna say I was busy, but no, let's be real, I was just lazy. But I just got home, sort of. And I did pick up Alias Grace, so now I can read that and currently be in the middle of two of the most challenging books I have ever read, probably. I feel like both of these would make the top 10. So this is fun. It is Saturday night, day 3 of my War and Peace read along, and I have officially made it through chapter 15. So huzzah. There was lots of drinking. I mean, it is Russia, so they do a lot of drinking. Did a lot of drinking on ledges, which, okay. And then after they drink on ledges, they dance with bears and get banned from the city. So, I'm basically reading about frat boys in Russia in the 19th century. This is fun. So I am super casually filming in my car and pretending like this isn't sketch at all, which it kind of is because I'm fairly certain there's someone sitting like right behind me in his car. But I'm meeting my friend for lunch and I was hella early, so I'm updating y'all on my War and Peace progress, which has been surprisingly good. I'm on chapter 22 and I'm supposed to make it through 24 today, and considering the chapters are like 3 pages each, I should do that just fine. I actually have a pretty good grasp on the characters. Like, I have about 2/3 of them that I know, and then like the last third I'm kind of iffy on, but like War and Peace has about 50 major characters, or so it seems. So I feel like 2/3 is doing pretty well for myself. Yep. Super casually cars. This is completely normal. Definitely. I'm going to the gym in a bit and I can't read there. I mean, I will read there, but I'm not taking a 1,000 page Russian epic to read while I work out. I do have some standards. I've come to the conclusion that I'm just reading Game of Thrones without all the fantasy. I'm pretty sure if Game of Thrones was set in 19th century Russia, this is what it would be. I'm on chapter 25. Yes. Come here. I'm on chapter 25, and it's actually really, really good. Like, by this point, I have most of the characters down. I have to reference a character chart sometimes, but I know who they are for the most part, and the character chart is just like a backup, which is solid considering I'm only like 70 pages into this book. It's just annoying because I can't take it anywhere with me. Like, I usually take books and read while I'm waiting for friends that I'm meeting, or if I'm at the gym, or, you know, wherever I go. And this book is a massive brick. Like, I cannot carry this brick around with me. That's super awkward. But I will read more later tonight and keep up with the reading, but it's so good. Except for the German doctor and colonel. I don't understand why people write accents into books. It's so annoying to read, and I literally could not figure out what these characters were saying for half of their dialogue. Like, I don't know. It's just weirdly written in some accent, and I'm sitting here trying to pronounce it out loud and figure out what Tolstoy means, and I don't know what he means, so I just gave up and hope there's not going to be a lot more of that, because the random French bits are... Deli, stop. The random Deli, come here. The random French bits are more than enough. And I'm gonna go because I think my dog is having a fit. There's a rabbit in the yard. God forbid something be in her yard. If you're doing the read along, then comment down below and let me know how you're doing. It's Game of Thrones, guys. You like Game of Thrones and would be okay with Game of Thrones without the fantasy, This book is really, really good and like this fascinating cultural study. But yes. I mean, let me know if you like me doing random vlogs or if this is super annoying. Because I have no idea what I filmed. I'm just like randomly talking to the camera. My phone. Randomly talking to my phone and it's shaking because today was arm day at the gym and my arms are tired. So that's gonna be it. I'm making such great progress. Hooray!